Guys, welcome back to the channel. So, it has been a while for R is Political, as you know, and if you're subscribed to R is Horror, you probably have already been informed that I was going to be returning to this channel. But if you are not subscribed to my first channel, what are you doing, by the way? But, anyways, if you're not subscribed to my first channel, basically what's been going on, so I know I have not uploaded on this channel since it was either August or September. It has been a while. So I had surgery around then, so I couldn't make videos for a couple of weeks because it would have been really hard to talk. And then I really wanted to focus on the first channel for a while because the new Halloween movie came out, so I had a lot of videos around that. And then for the rest of the year, just kind of wanted to stick with the R is Horror. But it's the beginning of a new year, and so I would like to make a return to the Ars Political channel and routinely make videos here, as well as Ars Horror as well. But maybe putting a little bit more focus in here, just because I don't have a whole lot of different ideas for Ars Horror right now. I've just pretty much been doing movie reviews. But I came up with a topic for Ars Political, and so hopefully I can keep up with this, and I'll just be watching as much news content and stuff like that so that I can find some topics to talk about. But to bring it back, I guess I had quite a few options for this video. And I know you're probably thinking right now is you had the Biden document story, Greta Thunberg. There's been some funny TikTok stuff. But to return to the channel, I wanted to do kind of more of just like a topic video, more than just reporting on something that happened and kind of giving you my thoughts on it. Just kind of talking about something that has been talked about over the past couple of years and things like that. Because to be honest, I wasn't too interested in the classified document story with Joe Biden. Wasn't really into that. Didn't really care much for that. And it was just, to me, it was just your typical, so they find something out about a president or a politician, and it's just, you talk about it for a couple of weeks, and then it's just completely forgotten about, in my opinion. But this topic has been talked about amongst conservatives for a while now, and it's a topic that I've always disagreed with. I think it's one of the topics that I disagree with the most, like, completely. It's not, like, partially disagree with it, but I completely disagree with this topic, and it kind of relates to a lot of different things that are being talked about right now. And I'm sure you've already seen it from the title. It is homeschooling, and a lot of, at least mainstream conservatives, as what I've been hearing, is that we should just abolish the school system and homeschool your kids. Don't put them in public school. Forget about it. Don't even do private school, because private school can't be trusted anymore. Things are being infiltrated into the private schools, and I just think that this is an absolutely ridiculous idea. I think it just really boils down to we make the same mistakes that the left does, and I know that kind of sounds cliche, but we hear one thing from one school, and I know there's been multiple reports from schools about, bad things that have happened, terrible things that have happened, that would make me not want to go to that particular school, but it wouldn't make me want to not go to public school in general. And so I think it's a lot of more of the bigger schools and bigger cities that, suffer from, woke ideologies being taught in them and terrible school policies being put into them. But, smaller everyday schools and, just regular sized cities throughout the country, I think do just fine. And I think we're really just looking at, just the most extreme cases and schools that are in these bigger cities, because oftentimes they are in these bigger cities. I've heard some smaller schools out there, and oftentimes it manages to go out into the news because there was a school board meeting, and then a teacher or a parent complained about it, and then they posted it on social media and just went viral. But the really, really popular ones, to me, seem to be in some of the bigger cities, and I really don't think this accounts for us for saying that we should just abolish public school, or just maybe not abolish it, but just take your kids out of public school, forget about it. We should all just go homeschooling, forget about it, right? And I think this is just a really stupid idea. I think what we're doing right now, that is not, just saying just take your kids out of public school and just put them into homeschooling. I think what we're doing right now, where parents are going to the school board meetings and they're participating more in school act how do you want to say it school meetups and school meetings, I think is already enough. Now, I don't think parents should be yelling and screaming and going to every school board meeting to write a huge ridiculous speech or whatever. But I think it's good that parents are being a little bit more engaged in the school meetings. I think that is a good thing, in a respectful manner, of course. And Yeah, I think it's good that we're being more self aware of what's going on in public school, and I can agree somewhat that for a while, people expected we just put our kids in the school, they learn what they need to learn, and then they come back home, and everything's good, right? Don't have to worry about anything. But now, because of all these stories, we have to be a little bit more self aware. But I don't think that it accounts for us having to completely shut down the system, pull your kids out of public school, because I think public school is a good opportunity for students. I just think homeschooling is extremely boring, extremely boring, and I just don't think it's good, for for children in general to learn. I think it's public school. The reason why it's so effective is you get to meet so many different teachers, and so many, with so many diverse teaching styles, not diverse points of view, but diverse teaching styles, and different personalities. And you get to learn these different stuff. So you get to move around throughout the day. You actually have to get off your butt, get up early in the morning, and go to school every single day. And walk around the school. Typically, there's a lot of walking around, especially once you get into middle school and high school. Schools get bigger. You're gonna have to walk around more, and you get to talk with your friends that are local. You're not just staying at home all day learning from the same person. And so I think it's a really good opportunity for kids. And I just don't know how we've gotten wrapped up into believing that homeschooling is the best opportunity for people. I really don't know why we are going on this bandwagon of just pulling your kids out of public school just because bad policies are out there, as if we can't just fight back against them like we have been doing, and it seems to have been effective. So no, we should not be pulling our kids out of homeschooling. I think our best thing to do is what we have been doing and what parents have been doing is go into the school board meetings, and if there is something that you don't like, fight against it. You have the freedom to do that, and so do that. But pulling our kids out of public school, I just think takes a big opportunity for children to learn, and I think it puts a responsibility on kids too. Like, they actually have to get up every morning at a certain time, go to school, be on their feet. I know they're probably sitting down for a while, but in between classes, got to move around quite a bit. And I think it's a really good experience, especially maybe not elementary, middle school, but especially high school is a very great experience for kids. You got homecoming, you got prom, you got all these different school events that they do in high school. Sports, obviously, school sports, big thing in high school. And so when you put them into homeschooling, it just takes away from that major opportunity in your childhood that they're just missing because they don't want to deal with the policies or whatever. And I've even seen parents, obviously this is not parents on the right, but parents on the left who are like super, super panicked about COVID and have just put their kids into homeschooling for the rest of their school year because they don't want to put them into the environment with like hundreds of other students around them every day. So it's crazy. But talking about conservatives here, I just think it's a really stupid idea, and I think it's taken away from a major opportunity that kids are missing out on with public school. And there's we hear about all these bad ones, but it's just like with cops and really any other field or anything like that. You always hear the negative stuff, but there are hundreds of other schools out there that are amazing. They have great teachers. I know my school, one of the best schools in my state, if I'm going to be honest. It's definitely one of the big ones out there. You move around the state and you talk about my school, they're going to know what it is. It's not just going to be one of those other schools that they've never heard of. It's a big school in my state, I would say, and even known throughout the country as well for certain sports and different other clubs and things like that. We've made our mark, and there are some really good teachers at my school. And I don't think we should be saying pull your kids out of homeschooling or even private schooling is what they're saying now. I think that's a bad idea, and I think what we're doing already, like I said many times, is already good enough. You have the freedom to go to these school board meetings; they leave it up to you, and fight back against any policy that you don't like. And I think school districts have become more open throughout the years with letting parents in and speaking on their opinions and things like that. So I think that's great. And so you have the absolute freedom if you don't like a policy to go up there, fight against it, and chances are enough people are behind your back. And in a lot of these instances, if there's a bad policy and a parent really dislikes a lot of other parents are going to dislike it. They're going to root for them, and it's likely that's probably going to be taken down. So yeah, I don't think we should give up. Keep your kids in public school. Fight against the policies if you don't like them. And otherwise, your kids are going to be missing out on a big opportunity. So yeah, that's my video for today. I'm glad I didn't make it too long. Not too short either, but yeah, that's going to be the return to the R's Political channel. Stay tuned. I'm going to be trying to upload regularly, hopefully 1 to 2 videos a week. Going to be trying if I can get a topic. Otherwise, yeah, that's going to be it. Stay tuned, guys, and make sure you subscribe to my first channel if you would not. There's a lot of interesting stuff I do over there. Something for everybody, really. So, yeah, that's going to be it. Like and subscribe, guys, and I will see you in the next one.